I never loved Owen. No. But like I love Owen. But just as you if you actually knew psychiatry of psychology, he was just a friend, but he didn't want to get raped. And he never had sex and everyone hated him because he was a prophet and he was a virgin. So all these people were trying to rape him for being a virgin. And then they started trying to hurt me because I was protecting him. I never fucking loved him like that. He was the most annoying, disgusting, fucking worst habit, like laziest employee. Like he was such a fucking idiot in like a light term of like he wasn't retarded, but um yeah. I just wanted to have sex once and I just wanted to try having a baby once. So we just went about it, put our friend heads together, and that's what we did. Because he never made mistakes, and everyone was mad that he didn't make mistakes like they did. And that's fucking idiocy turned retarded, is exactly what the fuck that is. So, yeah, that's what I did. And then I made his mom throw the fucking pot away. Plus, she wanted to. I don't really think it was his mom's fault all too much, but because we're honest with his mom, because she thought there was something weird about it. We said nothing. We're just like, whatever. We're just friends. I don't know why she's jumping to conclusions that we're going to get married or something anyway. And I was his personal trainer. And I was also his nutritionist and chemo specialist. All the kinds of doctors that he ever fucking needed. And Dr. Guido was our marriage counselor as to why we had sex once when I was his personal trainer. And he understood. Just two friends helping each other out. So yeah, I kind of really fucking hated him, Coral. Like I kind of really fucking did. Kinda really fucking did. Like what if I never would have a boyfriend like that? Like what a hyperactive like goat's end of the Gazala, you know? Like what a god that just didn't match with me. He was a really cool dude, I must say, but like a lot of mornings, Coral, he'd wake me up, fucking dipping his balls into my mouth, but not actually doing it, just like stancing over me, like balls in my mouth. And that's why I know I'd never get raped because he was sneaking and he was stealth and he'd wake me up before he even stepped on a mattress. It had to be a pretty big struggle to rape your mom. But because he was sick and dying, it was easy for them to cause stress in me and his parents and rape him, but they never ever got the chance. And truth is that Mark Miller doesn't have a sister, but and it's not Sarah, the police officer, by any means. Like she doesn't even involve herself in any aspect of my friend zone, except for that she's nice to me at work. But um, no, Ryan should never have done that, Rylan, because you were yelled at that you have to be normal and date boys and be kind of a whore and understand that men make more money than women because they're men. You were for at least 5 years that I know about of your life. But you're a trained freaking like a trained fucking army chick. You were straight up telling him in that instance that he was too drunk and that you don't like how much danger he is when he's drinking. And he is on he has to get sober regiment, especially when he's around children. Because he straight up lied and tried to take you on a trip and because when you're in like Galapagos and you have a boyfriend that comes with you with kids, doesn't matter if they're your birth children or not, he gets to take him on a boat trip by himself without the mom. Especially because you're not my kids and your mom was so fucking crazy. I don't think she's naturally fucking crazy. I think she'll get better. I would be oh my god, I'd shoot him in the head on a boat and then the boat would spin out of control and then. No, it'd be hard because you can't shoot him in the head or else the boat goes out of control. Like, I have no feelings for people before you and your brother and your cousins.
That's fair.
No fucking feelings.
I deserve it. Ow! That one really hurt. Sorry.
No fucking feelings. And that's exactly, that was a good one. A suicide fucking video. That's what they're doing to me. We should have feelings for men. And no. I didn't really have a mom. I had a medical patient that's my mom that gave birth to me, and that's why she was so sick, because she gave birth to 3 others similar to me, too. My dad losing his fucking mind quite often. I had to train my brother, send him to school to learn how to do crisis management, and if it gets and to know when if it gets out of hand to call the paramedics, and to have the license to shoot people on his property that are trying to hurt someone or do something nasty. You know who my brother is? Biggest fucking nerd in the fucking world. He can't do anything without hurting himself, and he has to work at the mill just to keep himself afloat because there's no way I can make enough money to take care of someone who just wants to play video games and masturbate. Or maybe masturbate, I don't know. I don't think my brother masturbates. I pretty much taught him that at a young age. I'm sick of it. Everyone thinks I'm just like, because I'm cute and I don't hang out with people all the time, that I want to and that I need to, and then I'll fall for you. I would never fall in love. I would never fall for anyone as a fool. Women always rape men. And I'm saying that all the rape victims are coming after me because I'm compassionate. And then they lose their mind as they're coming to get a hug and to feel better. And they come to me on the online or whatever. And they're trying to fucking hurt me because they lost their mind from the time I was compassionate to the time they recognized my face. Like, they're always trying to rape me. Rape victims, men and women. Men have raped women, or women have raped men for so long now. For so very fucking long now. Like, eons of generations. Now, innocent women that never wanted to rape a man in their life get raped. I've never had gonosyphilitis, so. And they're trying to rape me. I've broke a lot of faces, though. Because like compassion works, but it doesn't fucking stop you from having a good fucking, like, it doesn't help you having a good time when they're going psycho and they're gonna kill someone because they're so sick of how they feel. Sometimes you just gotta break a face to get them off of you. I just decided I'm taking a break from Sheriff too while I was off from the hospital. So I'm not hanging out with anyone. Because, you know, every time they show up, they got something I gotta fucking cure. I had a whole freaking pantry of low-key medicine that even if they drank the whole fucking thing, it wouldn't hurt them. But it would clean any kind of like chlamydia, cysts, or fucking herpes, and some of it cures the neck so much that they would feel it in their brain, like colloidal silver, like innocent shit. Diatomaceous earth, but that I didn't keep. I kept that kind of hidden because if you use it as a douche, you can erode your vagina out or your urethra out of your penis. Kept it kind of hidden anyway because it's expensive. I never fucked anyone. That is, when she's really skinny, it just reminds me of Owen so fucking much. But she's like my identical twin, my biological daughter. She was pretty skinny on Christmas, but she could get skinnier, and then it would make more sense. Then she would be like a ballerina, right? She's just a baby. She's losing her baby fat, and it's kind of scary, I guess. Like Owen loves food, and he was always such a husky guy, and that's why I was like, well, holy fuck, well, you gotta eat, man. And you don't like yourself, that's not good. You don't want to be a ballerina. I'll help you. But yeah, he's just a friend. Owen was funny. He was really awesome. Like, ball gaze in my mouth is pretty funny. He's never coming home again. This is really hard to do. It's like the ocean and this big splash because it's a humpback dolphin. And then this little island. And then it's like I didn't tilt the dolphin up like it was coming up for pets or to look at the bird. I didn't. Gotta fix that. I don't hate you guys. I just like I do. Like if that's what it takes for you to understand that I'm not your little like Dobie, then yeah, I fucking hate you. I'll make sure that one day you believe it. I got a food hamper coming today. I'm supposed to be going home today because I'm anxious. Gotta get the fuck out of the house like once a week for early days. Like honestly, I go to my mom and dad's not just because I'm taking a break from being the sheriff, but because I miss my mom and dad. I like when I first got to know my mom was hysterical fucking laughter. When I was like 11, she was saying the funniest fucking shit, and then now she's forever a burnout. And I'm a politician. Difference. We need to remind her of like all the things that we've done. She might just go psycho. Like I think she's actually like legitimately forever a fucking burnout. She'll never be happy that I took the kids to Galapagos Island. I took um, Lila to Japan. And they're my trained soldiers. They're on my team. I never want to let them down. I go to the fucking gym and I try to eat right and I try to relax with comfort food, like lots of meats, because that's what's working with my blood type these days. Sometimes I don't drink coffee in the morning when I'm having a good morning, and that's when I make my best fucking arguments. And this one is life isn't that bad. Like, no, the police aren't using health checks to fucking steal your pot of semen. Like, life isn't that bad. No, Ryan Gerritsen just came up and he couldn't understand Browline because she's so little. And she has a tiny, soft voice. And he's like, I just wanted to ask, you like interrupt her? Because she's chirping away. You must have recognized him from a health check or something. And it seems like I've always known him. So anyway, he says, no, we unlocked the latch so you guys can take your boats out. Kids are on bucket skidoos because it's the ocean. Yeah. Big poofy real life jackets for the ocean. Descented wetsuits and shoes in case the sharks notice. Or whatever animal, jellyfish, they get mean too. One day I'm gonna turn my fucking phone off. It died in my sleep. I'm gonna plug it in. And I am just gonna freaking stay off the internet. Right? One day. It's gonna take a lot of training. My training is to be on the internet, but police and cops, all they care about is love. I didn't enjoy sex. I didn't enjoy having a baby, but I love having the kid. You got all the scars, and that doesn't even bother me. Like when I'm arguing, sometimes it's like, okay, now the argument is, do you fucking care that you're covered in like big creases and holes in your skin and shit? It's like, well, frankly, they just kind of sting when they're dry, I guess. That's like the worst thing. And they don't steal your kids. It was so hard to like put my kid in boarding school. No, I have a bad reputation at work. Probably the worst out of everyone. Down syndrome's like in my face. He's licking my hand. I'm like, to his mouth. Ah, bitch, me grumpy fucking. They're like, no, take your kid, take your kid. We'll give you a little bit extra fucking parental tax. Take your kid, take your kid, take your kid. I'm like, Colby's saying that he's honestly mentally sound, but he's tired, yep. And that he needs there was like actual like legitimate fucking reasons to pick Colby to be the boarding school and not just my sister and her husband. Um he was having heart problems, but he didn't know what it was. He was really tired from raising his kids in the last failing marriage that he had. So he needed my medical to get a heart transplant is what we figured when we did all the dialysis in the maternity room with Coral there. And he needed me as a baby again to get better, and we proved that too. And that's what he was saying. need someone like fucking think. Hopefully, this baby is something like Amber because I need her again. And of course, being an adult isn't gonna, being like a major adult, being a parent isn't gonna help me find that innocence again, right? So that my reason to put her in boarding school. You have to. He's living in. His wife wanted a daycare, and I had a daycare house all locked up and getting kept care of for me. So I moved him in there, and then you have to continuously work on a daycare house, or else you get evicted. So you have to have the daycare functioning, and then you have to have money, and then you have to have a company, and I own Shepherd's Holdings, and so it's all working out, and the farm, and Melissa's opening a daycare too, and Colby's in a daycare house. It's just fancier. And what else? I don't know, just healing. Oh, and he fell in love with this girl. It's like, how do you not believe in God? He fell in love with my friend from high school who always wanted to raise me. So she wanted to raise my baby. So I married them that day that Cora was born. And they have a daughter now. Marriage seems to be going good. Shauna's in a lot of pain because of having a baby. Like, Shauna raised me at school. She was such a little monkey about things. I had really long hair, and she was always putting it in ponytails and doing all shit to it. Like, ponytail, ponytail, pulled back, fucking braiding the ponytails. And I was like, I don't like it. It's like, oh, you'll love it. Just wear it. You'll see how it changes how people talk to you. It's super. Yeah, I'm just trying to save a life. My brother is they thought he was stunted in the mind. I said, no, stop saying that. I'm fucking stunted in the mind. Like, he's the next thing to a fucking genius. He's a fucking mechanic of life. Just like mechanic of life. I taught him how to read a manual, and I just set him off. He's going and going and going. He doesn't need me anymore, but he needs me. He doesn't need me. He just needed me. I always thought he was my dad. I think it all the time. Is that my dad? That's a good feeling. And the way I think about Coral, she's not even fully developed enough to tell me who the hell exactly she is. When I put my hands out, she puts her hands on and kind of pushes. She might be a surgeon, like me, too. She feels like how Carly and Vanessa don't hang out with me anymore, and Emily, and then like Sarah, who's super, and like Sarah was my best friend before. Sarah DeVries. She was fucked in the head. That's why she was my best friend. Because I like that. She was. She passed away, I think, honestly, but I hate to talk about it. She broke her neck really bad horseback riding, and swine flu hit her. I would have heard. It's not like I replaced my best friends. No, I had two for a while. Joey and Joseph Chidiak and Sarah Reese, and they're in the same situation. Like their parents divorce, and one parent is like super fucking mean about shit and like straight edge, and like it's a show home for their one night stands. And then one's like, I just care about my career. Yeah. Oh well. That's not really how it is. That's just how you see it. No, Sarah's dad is a soldier that works in the Antarctic, and he's a glass fitter. And he had this girlfriend that was a bitch to Sarah all the time. You're bipolar. And it's like, just fucking chill. She doesn't mean to say it, and then she's sorry. Like, I get it though. When you don't know them, I guess. But why don't you know your daughter? Your stepdaughter. So that relationship like never works out for him either. That's how he was with his girlfriend who had some kids. And he just cared a lot about his career, and he didn't want a messy house because he doesn't have time or energy to clean it. And that's fair. But that's the one that I said is like a show home for your one night stands. And then her mom like works at the bank, and I think she like owns it. It's been a lot of years. Well, anyway, I remember when the epidemic happened and all the bipolar people died that had been bipolar for so long or just got surgery for it, and yeah, they all died. But anyway, her mom loved her career, and she wanted more kids and he didn't. Sarah was happy at her mom's, but it was too far out of the city because she always wanted to go fuck shit up, is how she put it. But she was actually a really good person at parties. And Joey's divorce is that because Joey always felt so isolated in his head, to the point that the medications wouldn't even work. Like it was such a real situation. I don't know what's going on there. I remember one argument was his dad, I just want sex. His mom's like, I care about my career. And Joey's like, I feel fucking adopted. Joey has a lot of like stress relief that like it's so much stress that he's putting out on text messages. Like they're abusing him to go schizophrenic within their divorce. Now separately it's probably a bit better. But they were totally everything that they were saying, and when Joey would panic and not listen, it was turning him schizophrenic. His parents are super nice, both of them. Like I said, I gotta get out of here. Joey's driving me crazy. I can go here, and his mom called as like a representative. I was supposed to be out of the house for a week, is what the problem was. So I'll just go to that place and work, and then I get stuck in a cycle for like a year of working, and then I go home, and then mom's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Well, if you weren't a classic burnout mom, maybe he would fucking understand that I make the money." Yeah, just go to work when everything else fails. Yeah, Joey's parents are both school teachers. I like. I would swear that Joey's dad had a stress break, and that Joey's mom fought so hard to heal it and make it better that she looks like either a classic abuse case or like a crazy woman. But she's really pretty, but she's got a lot of wrinkles and stuff that shouldn't be there. Like she was always trying to do like the heart CPR. Come on, honey. And I would say fuck it to you, both of you. I would. You know, I was tired just from taking care of Owen, but yeah, and I mean that. We were just freaking friends. But lots of people, they just didn't understand that Owen never got to develop to the point that sex is just sex and that if it's clean and you're not being too abusive, one night stands aren't going to kill you. So when people at parties are like, oh, you're just friends, can I fuck up? It's like, no, 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 no. Husband, we had fake marriage cards from Dr. Gita. He had really tiny balls. Like, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. I know he looked like a complete rugged big man, right? But he was like, tiny balls. Like, when he didn't have a beard, it was like tiny ball syndrome on his face from the cancer and everything. A big, like, risen white patch on a suntan brown guy. He was like kind of browner. Yesterday I went completely ghostly white again. And I don't have the high blood pressure. So stupid fucking fuck. It could have been because my mom had so many kids that I was noticing the children so much when I was in the womb that I went like an opaque thing. Like when I look at myself, I'm like a little bit black, a little bit brown, a little bit white. And it's not just the camera. No, I go black eyes, completely white, red hair. Sometimes. I'm camouflage. That's the easy way to say it. But it is because my mom was so burnt out when she was pregnant that all I could notice was my siblings around me and my father. So I look like I was like, oh, a father. That I turned out to be really cute and really strange looking at the same time. Ah, yeah, I had sex. I don't like it. It's not the end of the world if it happens, but why are we doing it then? So Owen's daughter. What shall we do? What shall we do? Like, what parties should we go to? Not yet. You just went on like 2 vacations. Africa, 3 months later, Mexico. And with me, it's not so fun. You're at such a high risk of dying. When you go to places like Mexico on a vacation, you're at high risk of getting hepatitis and kidnapped. That's what it is with my brother too. I want my brother to fall in love. I'll say one fucking drunk, stupid moment. My brother comes up, he's like covers my mouth. I'm like, I'm sorry. He doesn't have the syndrome. He just has no balls. and he had sex. He didn't like it. Eons ago when he was in high school. Relationships are hard because especially when you're lackless in the pants, because then everyone else is so stoked, so hyper, so sensual, so sexual, and you're just like, can we just play like uh what's that game? Yeah, that one. Or just sit in a chair and not give a fuck. Well, I'm gonna draw on this. I just want to be fat for a while. I got this itch in my throat because I smoked. That sent me back. Yeah, chicks had puberty. Kinder. I'm getting a thing of food, a hamper. I wasn't going to. And I was like, why do I have such an ego? I'll be here like any minute. Do these even fit in the big cups? That's a fart. Fucking tooted once. My aloe vera plant is not liking the window being open, but you know what? It's just the carpets, something because the flood, the fucking leak. Well, that wasn't even us. I go so ghostly white, but I actually look dark. That's just the light from the window. Last night I looked in the mirror, I was like, and it wasn't porous, it was actually sweet. I wanted to be white. I don't know why. Makeup. Oh yeah, it was makeup. I wanted to like have more of a resilience. I got therapy for that. Who gives a shit? Frick. He's like, just don't wear makeup. That's probably why you care. I want eyelashes like on my hair. They kind of do, but like. It's not that Owen couldn't live. We were just friends. He thought he met someone that was wife material, and she got shot in the head, like that. Just all gone. I remember it. He cried about it all the time. But he's still alive. But he wasn't. He's a good friend. me who, when you pressure me to love, I don't love anymore. That's my problem. And I have no problem loving people. I do it daily. I think it's a little out of perspective, this whole drawing. I got like this really big starfish and then this little driftwood. And I got like a really big dolphin. Oh, it's a sea fish eye. Sea fish lens. Well, that is one, but it's not fish eye lens. It is a sea fish lens. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Good excuses. Get my hamper, eat something, be fat, go to Dollar Tree. My mom's picking me up today. I don't have to worry about it. I was texting her? Weird. Scammers on my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you all this. Stupid. They have to fight me. They took Spencer's out of the mall or something, didn't they? That's where I got the shirt. I am not so baggy, but like a men's t-shirt kind of chick. It hides everything, so I don't have to feel like I have to strip all the time. I'm actually those spaghetti strap, a little bit of lace, V-neck, fucking longer tankies because I'm tall as shit now. Oh yeah. But I like the graphic tees once in a while. Walking down the street, going to the bar. Give somebody something to smile about, let them know me a little bit. First eye. I slept good last night. Then we had the real wedding. I looked like bloody hell. The photographer tried to take it out, the uneven masquerade of bullshit on my face. And the porousness of my black eyeshadow. Or black eye. Well, the smoky eye. Don't look as good as the bride. It's a lot of pressure. Shaved head, a little bit of hair. I'm just doing with what I can. Okay, I'm not going home today, so I can blow all the fucking cell phone money. Because this apartment's in fucking shambles. The cold snap made me have to buy tobacco. I got a red heart from my mommy. I remember working on Angie's house. He's just like, yes, hi, flirt with me in my face. I was like, we, if we would have been, we would have been by now. He's like an uncle to me. He's like the dirty friend of my dad's. That's it. Your lies will never keep. I think I need to blow them down. If we would have been, we would have been by now. Say the moon. To the wind power! Oh my god, I'm bleeding. Where am I bleeding from? Whoa. Oh my gosh. It's everywhere. Usually when I say no, that's the truth. No. So he didn't us, just Wednesday. Wednesday. I had money for not even a week. Like watching the sound bar. I should try showering every day, eh?
How long is it going to be?
Am I in the dupes?
That's what I'm saying. You don't have it won't be finished before we have to go.
That's a big thought. Am I in the fucking dupes? Getting in a shower every day without getting boils in my face. Hey, bitch. You're in trouble. Now you can't shower every day. Ha 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 ha. There's you get boils on your face. That is possible. It's not even legal. Well, yeah. There's stuff like that when you're actually a bad soldier. But when I was a little kid, I killed a lieutenant. There's no record of it because I needed to. Yeah. Uh, a commander in charge is the exact. Now fuck each other, you say. No, I didn't ask. It was bad. It was like ongoing for like 3 years. And then he was starting to get closer and closer to acting upon things that he said. And then he was cutting off arms and doing all this weird shit to like good people. Like we're walking through the desi and he's just like gets an arm off and I seen it. It's like, oh son of a bitch. Yeah. Once you're a mummy, you're always a mama. I've always found that part to be way too big. So just because when I lean into cameras and mirrors, it shows a perception that what is seems closer is pretty damn close. Aaron gave me a really nice compliment. He's like, aside from all the stuff you've been doing on your improvements of looking like the fattest models that ever existed, because you're a model, and that's cool, you're a model, that's really cool. He said, you are the farthest thing from paranoid and the least cause of fucking rude. And I'm happy all the fucking time. So like you have nothing to worry about. Tears in eyes. I'm gonna check my Facebook that I can't post. 36th anniversary Iceman. I didn't even do it, did I? No. I'd say so. Military bunny. Oh, I actually do recall that. Somebody stole a rabbit that was given to her, like a kid's rabbit. That was given to her by her deceased father who fought in the military. Eggplant BS makeup. Ah! That's crazy. You put makeup on an eggplant? Oh. Better go to court. It's stoked. Okay, gotta go get my hair burnt.